Welcome everyone, musicians, improvisers, composers, arrangers, to this channel. Today's topic, sequence with Akai MPC X. What we learned so far about this machine, this extraordinary sequencer, is that it's logical. We introduce that logic to our brain and kind of follow the specific pathway. I'm thinking it's a very similar concept or idea to composition in music. Sequences, they give us a blocks of ideas. When you think about music, you think about structure. When you create a song, you have to introduce the song first. We call it an intro. Intro could include 4 bars, 8 bars, 16 bars, 32 bars, if you are that hungry. But main idea is that you introduce the song before you kind of jump into it. So in a song or in a music composition, we could create something called intro, then verse 1, maybe verse 2. After verse 2, we could do something called bridge. We can do chorus after that. After chorus could be solo, right? After solo could be another chorus. And ending. So this is like the fundamental idea of the song build. And every single block stands for something else. When you have lyrics or melody, the verse is going to be way different from the chorus. Chorus is just this big finale, right? The explosion of juices, right? And then everything rolls back, and could be a solo chorus, or could be another verse number 3, right? Lyrics go on, and then another explosion of another chorus, and of course the song wants to come to an end eventually. As a composer, I really recommend that you have this idea figured out. For example, you know what you want, and then you create sequences, and every single sequence could be dedicated to those blocks, what we just described. Okay? So now we are fooling around with that concept. I want to do a concept. I want to create, I have this that's the kind of beat I have in mind. Okay? So now I'm gonna set up my metronome to 1/16. And I'm gonna tap. So hopefully when I play it back, it's gonna deliver this kind of rhythm to me. Okay. So now I'm gonna fool around with some kind of verse. Some kind of intro, excuse me. I think I found it. Let's record it for fun. So the first track, I select that electric instrument. Now I'm gonna tap and record. I'm gonna change the amount of bars. $16. Okay. Track 2, plugin 3, some kind of tube bass. So I'm adding to what I already have. Then overdub from here. So this will continue. Yeah, something like that. See what happens. Overdub, because I don't want to delete what I just did. Okay. All right. So this is the first sequence. I'm gonna go to the sequence window and click this pencil next to it. Copy the sequence. Sequence name could be intro. Do it. Alright. We went to the sequence, we clicked the pencil, we copied. There is a reason for it. And we renamed it intro. So now when we go to the next sequence, there is a list of different sequences what we have. And look, these paths. The path number 2 stands for the intro. Okay? Sequence 1 stands for the sequence what we just record. I don't want to change it yet. We can always delete it. But I want to have original version of it before we change it. Okay? Just in case. Now, I go to my project. I click the sequence and I change it for sequence number 3. I'm choosing the track. I'm choosing the plugins. This is a plugin 1. I had this electric piano, what I used for introduction. Okay? And now, when you think about what happened to us during the introduction, intro mainly included 2 kind of chords. C7 Sus2 and this is interesting, B flat 7 Sus2 on a foundation of C. So these are the very 2 chords we used for the introduction. We used 16 bars to just fool around with them. But when you look under the hood, you realize C7 Sus2 becomes B flat 7 Sus2 on top of the C. Now I'm thinking I would love to change the sound for the verse. Okay, it feels like a different tune. Totally possible. Let's find something else. Possible. Papa, and then yeah, totally possible, but I'm searching else. Okay, it feels like hum, so let's just commit to it. So the verse, it's gonna have A minor 7. So I don't know, I'm chopping my notation paper to 4 bars. It's much easier for me to kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then next phrase. So now the whole phrase got 8 bars or 16 bars, then you move. So it's easier to count when you kind of write then write like that. So this is A minor. Let's do this. D7 altered. If you are not familiar with the altered chord, please look on the previous video when we describe dominant 7 altered chord for you. Also, this is actually great, so we are going to use it. I loved the G minor 7 previously, so we will use it again. And since we went from A to D, we could do the same relationship from G minor 7 to C7 altered. Yeah, and it's gonna be resoluted for F major 7, and I'm gonna throw extra sharp 11th to this transition and just see what happens. So we've got I want to make it more modern, so I'm looking for those sus7 twos, because we did the verse using them a lot, and I'm thinking this major F major 7 could be elevated by perfect fourth. Yeah, let's do that. So we are going to actually use B flat 7 sus 4 on top of F. And we can finish the phrase with F major 7 again. So we've got the phrase of 16 bars, right? Of course, we can turn 16 to 32 and so on, so on. Think about it. You want to be smart and you want to work fast. The last thing you want to do is to dwell about the direction and where you are. It's like mapping a town. You know exactly where you are and exactly what to do next to get us to this certain point. Now the chords music sheet, it's gonna help me to have more control over several future layers of music. It's like I will know that I'm working in the intro and I'm digging deeper into that structure, and then I'm working on the verse, I'm working on the chorus. So basically each sequence is gonna stand for a new kind of set of chords or situation what you try to express through the music piece.